I've sold low ticket. I actually remember.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. 2018. I sold a low ticket offer, it was called an LBE offer, like a low barrier to entry offer, before low ticket came out as a thing. A low barrier to entry offer, and it worked. I sold 9 people into a Christmas 12 days of salesmas offer.
Oh yeah.
Right? Yeah. 12 days of salesmas offer.
Yeah, right.
And funnily enough, one of the girls that actually bought into that has she's now doing millions a year, which is really cool too. But bro, it was just as hard to sell something that was $97 as it is to sell. Next week, I'm like, fuck this. I'm going back to selling $10,000 packages because it was just as hard to sell. And realistically, what the delivery-based issues were no different to what I was dealing with when it was like a high-ticket service as well. I fucking hated the idea of dilution of attention, right? My attention was so diluted trying to sell this low-ticket thing, this low-ticket thing, this low-ticket thing, that all my attention went to it. And then that's when I actually lost more of my high ticket people because they were like, oh, just focus on this low ticket thing now, right? And that ends up becoming another layer of issue for people who probably can't see a little bit further down the line there too. It's like, maybe you'll have a tiny bit of success with this thing, right? And because one, you might have success with it to an existing audience, but then you don't have more audience, right? And the other issue with that comes up is once that audience runs out, you're going to wish that you had those hard to get clients back because now you just end up back at the exact same problem again. The exact same problem being not enough audience, not enough people to actually purchase, and you aren't in a position where you can actually get more of those people up to a stage of ascension because they notice all you're focusing on is the low ticket thing, right? So if your goal is to do it to get people to hire, just sell the fucking hire, right? This is the perfect time to do that because people are looking to do that irrespective of what you perceive to say about it anyway. And if you're under 100 grand a month, I think just continue selling the one thing and understand the market so much better. Where I see people giving up on that is because, and I hate to say it because from their perspective, they would say, I was committed. From my perspective, I say, you were committed to trying half-assed.
I mean, you're also converted to your version of what you hoped would happen.
Correct.
Right? You're not committed to the outcome period. It's there's a difference in that, right? And I notice this all the time with just in general with clients, actually defining what your commitment means. And yeah, it's interesting. I think there's nothing that you can do to if you're looking to get that big success, right? You want to, because I think at the end of the day, right? Most of the people that we end up seeing coming into predictable sales, those guys, they're not in there to have a nice little couple $1,000s a month, fun little freestyle business. Maybe some people, but majority of people are looking to build a pretty decently sized business.
I think the floor is 500 grand per year.
Per year. Yeah, that's actually.
I think that's the floor.
That's the floor. They want
for their want to design.
For the floor. It's a minimum multiple 6-figure to 7-figure business, small team on board handling delivery and some of the ops, and an actual impact in the marketplace. The ability to know that at the start of the month you're taking care of your family and having a predictable system in place so that if you lost clients you can go and get it. And I think from a bigger picture is to be able to realize a grand vision. A lot of the guys that we work with, a lot of the guys and women, they're really ambitious people. They're people who want to have a high impact in this world. And if you're that person and, you're looking potentially at the moment at low ticket as a solution, that is not the appropriate pathway unless you have 500K in the bank account, a massive audience, and the means to be able to launch something like this to serve a particular purpose, like generating customers. If you're not that person, the pathway that you need to focus on is acquiring the skill sets, right? And solving a big problem right now that's going to position you as an expert, that's going to position you as somebody that it would be stupid not to work with. And it's really just having the right mechanism in place. I think this is what I see. The clients that we have that implement offer linking really well, they nail down their person super well, and they nail down, for an example, we have Conrad, who's a client who's literally hanging out with us here. This guy knows his e-com brand client really well. He knows his problems that they need to solve, why those problem exists, what are the common mistakes people make, the process that they should take to solve those problems, in addition to what are the marketing that he needs to produce on a weekly basis for him to attract those people. And because he has that in place, he can just spend 3 hours a week sitting down, getting it done. And then he just focuses on sales conversations, client expectations. And for him, it's not a rocket science.